Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Ramen Daisuki Koizumi-San. Last episode, we actually got to see more of, let me see, move this over so I can actually see the character names. Misa and June, June, they're Yu's friends. And we saw them a little bit in episode 1. We know Misa doesn't like Koizumi, because she's, I guess, more popular than she is. But we see her as she is being, well, basically dumped. She was getting ready for a date, went out to meet the guy, and then he backed out. I mean, he showed up, but he basically told her that there was no way they could be together because he's already having, I guess, kind of like anxiety because of all of the people who will know that he's going to be dating her, and because she's so popular and stuff, it's just too much for him to handle. So he just left after saying that, which obviously made her sad. I mean, that sucks. So she ends up walking into she was in the park and she's walking around a bit, kind of moping around. And she sees Koizumi walking in the park going in a certain direction, so she's following her, but also hoping that she didn't see her just get dumped. And sees that she goes into a ramen shop. So she goes in, sits next to her, and just starts talking to her. In a friendly but not friendly way. I mean, she wasn't being mean or rude or anything, but she was doing the tsundere thing. I don't know, I like the tsundere characters, mostly, in these, shows. I don't know what it is. I just like their personalities, I think. Except for some. There are some that are just too much. But not so much in this case. But Koizumi was there to try, to eat a very spicy ramen. So spicy that she has to actually put other stuff in it to kind of tone the heat down a bit. But Misa was telling her, look, I love spicy food. So she just took it straight. And, finished it. Didn't back down, ate the whole thing. Koizumi told her earlier that it took her 1 year to build up her stomach enough to eat that ramen because of how spicy it is. I think she even said that she can eat spicier. Not Koizumi, but Misa. And Koizumi tells her, you can ask for it to be, I think it was up to 20 times hotter. I could be way off on that number. But it was some high number saying that she could ask to have it even spicier. Which she was surprised at, but I'm sure she'll be back to try it again. So yeah. Oh, she also got her phone number and contact information, which Yu and June saw, because they were coming by. And Yu wasn't too, happy. I mean, she wasn't, angry or nothing, but she's like, how come you guys are friends? I've been trying to be friends with her for a while, and how come you are? You don't even like her. And then the next half was Koizumi talking with June. They show, I guess, the results for some test. And I forget what number Koizumi was. Oh, she turned in a blank test sheet, so she had to make up the test. I think June was, top 5? Maybe number 1. I can't remember exactly. But one of the teachers came to her and asked her to talk to Koizumi because, as I said, she turned in a blank test, and she wanted to find out why. But I guess figured that if she came to her and talked to her, she wouldn't say anything. So thought she'd ask. I think she's what do they call that? Class rep for their class. So she goes to her when she's on the roof and she's talking to her, asking her, you turned in a blank test, so the teachers were asking me why, and told me to come talk to you. And basically, she had gone to a different prefecture to eat some ramen, and she didn't get back till late because transportation was down, and she basically just got there just in time. The bell had just rung, the bell had just rung when she got to class, and she was just so tired that she didn't even stay awake. She fell asleep during the test, and by the time she woke up, it was already time to turn it in, so no opportunity to actually take the test. And when she asks her why she was over there, because I don't think she actually brought up the ramen, but she asks, what were you doing over there? Just curious. And she tells her she was trying out some ramen out there, because she's been into a lot of the more specialty ramens, like the different types of ingredients. And she was talking to her about like some pineapple ramen, which I'm not gonna lie, actually looked really good. And said that there's a shop. Actually, she had a cup ramen or bowl ramen of that same pineapple ramen. I said ramen like 6-7 times right now. Tells her that that the shop that makes it is actually nearby, and I think she says that they should, she should go try it if she's interested. And she tells her, I don't really like ramen that much. Koizumi wasn't too thrilled to hear that. She started backing away, and she didn't want to talk about why. Not Koizumi, but June didn't want to talk about why. But she had her curiosity piqued, and by the time they were done talking, she decided to go to the ramen shop herself and order some of the pineapple flavor. Actually, it has pineapple chunks in it. And ends up really enjoying it. Koizumi ended up going there as well. I guess after their talk, she wanted to go and have some. And they start talking, and then she finally tells her why she doesn't like ramen, which is because every time she eats it, her glasses fog up, and then she just looks funny. And people make comments about it, which to me is not a very good reason, but I mean, I'm sure it's different for her, because I don't know how she feels about it. I just go by how I would feel about it. It's like, it's kind of annoying, but okay, I'll put up with it. But she's going to be eating more ramen, I would assume. They also did mention that Koizumi aced the makeup test. But yeah, that was it. I don't know what they're going to do in this episode. I didn't watch the preview. The only series I actually watched the preview to is Dragon Ball Super. But I might stop doing that, just so I'm more surprised about what actually happens in the episode. But then again, never mind. I'll talk about that some other day, because I don't want to, hijack this episode with a Dragon Ball Super talk discussion. So anyway, the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.